Hi, I'm Captain Ken Hatman Fedora from the 131st Fighter Squadron, 104th Fighter Wing, Massachusetts Air National Guard, Westfield, Massachusetts.
I'm Major Ian Jabot, also with the 131st Fighter Squadron here at Barnes Air National Guard Base.
Ian and I are going to do a two-ship tactical demonstration for the 2001 Westfield International Air Show with the A-10 with pyrotechnics.
Captain Ken Fedora is going to be leading the formation today. I'll be his supporting flight member as number 2. And what we're going to be demonstrating today is the tactical formations that we normally employ during the training scenarios that we use here at Barnes on a day-to-day basis.
The A-10 behind me is called the A-10 Thunderbolt 2, nicknamed the Warthog, primarily designed to kill tanks, penetrate armor. It could carry up to 16,000 pounds of bombs and general-purpose munitions and missiles underneath its wings, everything from free-fall weapons, laser-guided weapons, Maverick-type missiles, AIM-9-type missiles. We have self-defense chaff and flare that we use to help ourselves in an EA environment, electronic attack type environment. It's got dual redundant systems with the whole airplane, including the engines, the tails, the wings. The A-10's been known to fly with one engine gone, almost half the tail, and a good chunk of the wing done.
So there's 4 TF-34s out there. They don't make a whole lot of noise, do they?
During our demo today, we took off with a formation takeoff, which we would do if it was a bad weather situation.
His job as the flight lead is to direct the formation, make the commands, make the command to turn, egress, attack, etc., etc.
We're going to come back here with the 2 A-10s and show you a high-speed, low-speed pass. Mender's coming around holding 120 right now. Here comes the Hat Man, Captain Ken Fedora, and I'll tell you something, that's pretty impressive.
For some of the field attacks, we came in line formation, which is about 6,000 feet apart, pointing toward the runway, simulating a line type of gun attack, hooking out back to the IP to reset up for another type of attack.
What I'm thinking about as number 2, as a wingman's role, is being positionally correct off of the flight lead, Captain Fedora. And that's my responsibility, is to be in the right place at the right time when he needs me to be there.
When we're actually doing the demo, we actually have to think about where the other guy is at all times, what our airspeed is, what our relationship is to the ground, and as well as the ground, the crowd lines.
The airplane and the mission are very demanding. What makes a good fighter pilot is somebody who can project his mind out in front of the airplane. Think 30 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes ahead of the airplane is what's going to happen next. If your thought process gets behind the airplane, you're going to have a tough time.
We got the 2 A-10s either side, Mender to the left and Hatman off to the right. You're going to perform a head-on opposing pass. They got a closing speed of about 500 miles an hour right now.
The A-10 Thunderbolt 2 Warthog is designed around the gun, 30mm Gatling gun designed by General Electric to penetrate armor on tanks. The gun starts way back in here. There's a big canister that holds all the ammunition. I can show you the gun barrel systems itself. This big aluminum drum is where all the bullets are held. There's a conveyor system, and you can see right here, empty spots, and you can see some spent rounds right here. Conveyor system that runs through the body of the airplane here that delivers the unspent rounds, goes all the way forward on the aircraft up to about a point right about here. Then the bullets are loaded into the gun barrels themselves. The barrels are about 8 feet long, and they come out to the front of the airplane to right here. As the bullets are firing, the barrels spin, and it fires almost 10 rounds per barrel per second, almost 70 rounds per second. The Gatling gun in the A-10 fires 30mm rounds. They're about that big in diameter, and the whole gun shell with the casing is about that long, the projectile being about that long. 3 different kinds of projectiles we can fire. Our training and practice, or TP, which are solid steel. We can fire high explosive incendiary, or HEI, which have small amounts of explosives in there, or armor-piercing incendiary, API, which are used to penetrate the armor on tanks. 2 A-10s working together can be attacking a target every
17 seconds.
The A-10 may not be the prettiest or nicest looking jet or most aerodynamic, but it packs a mean punch. A lot of people call it the Warthog because it is so ugly, and a lot of people call it the Warthog because it's got a mean streak about it. Flying the A-10 is awesome. It's a relatively easy airplane to fly. The best way that I can describe the A-10 is it's kind of like a sport utility vehicle. It's not the fastest machine, but it's something you can do anything with. And it's just an all-around fun airplane to fly.